Welcome to another enlightening podcast from Be Awake, Aware, Alive.com, where we question everything.
The Human Ear, Miracle and Limitations. By the Be Awake, Aware, Alive team. Close your eyes for a moment. Now listen. What do you hear? Perhaps the hum of a computer fan, the distant chirp of a bird, the faint rustle of your own clothing, or the subtle rhythm of your breath. We often take this for granted, but the ability to transform invisible vibrations in the air into the rich tapestry of music, language, and warning signals is nothing short of biological magic. The human ear is a masterpiece of evolutionary engineering. It is a finely tuned instrument capable of detecting sounds quieter than a whisper and powerful enough to shake a stadium. Yet, for all its wonder, it is also fragile, finite, and surprisingly limited. To understand the ear is to appreciate a paradox. It is both a miracle of nature and a constant reminder of our human vulnerabilities. The miracle, the symphony of vibration. The journey of sound begins with a simple physical force, a pressure wave. The miracle of hearing is how we translate that force into meaning. The mechanical marvel, outer and middle ear. The process starts with the pinna, the crumpled flap of cartilage on the side of your head. It's not just a decoration. It acts like a satellite dish, collecting sound waves and funneling them down the ear canal. These waves travel until they hit the eardrum, a membrane thinner than a single strand of hair. The eardrum vibrates in response, moving three of the smallest bones in the human body, the malleus, incus, and stapes, commonly known as the hammer, anvil, and stirrup. These bones act as a biological lever system, amplifying the vibrations as they bridge the gap between the air-filled outer ear and the fluid-filled inner ear. Without this amplification, the denser fluid of the inner ear would reflect most of the sound back, and we would be practically deaf. The biological transducer, inner ear. This is where the true magic happens. The stapes pushes against the oval window of the cochlea, a snail-shaped organ filled with fluid. The vibrations create waves in this fluid, which cause the basilar membrane to ripple. Sitting atop this membrane is the organ of Corti, which houses thousands of microscopic hair cells. As the membrane ripples, these hair cells bend against the tectorial membrane. This mechanical bending opens ion channels, triggering an electrical signal that travels up the auditory nerve to the brain. It is a flawless conversion of physics into biology, a translation of sound into data, the cognitive symphony, the brain. But the ear isn't finished. It sends raw data to the auditory cortex. The brain then performs the ultimate miracle. It processes the frequency, pitch, amplitude, loudness, and timing direction of these signals. It distinguishes the subtle overtones that make a piano sound different from a violin, and it filters out background noise so you can focus on a single voice in a crowded room. The ear doesn't just hear. The brain listens. The limitations, the shackles of biology. Despite this extraordinary design, the ear has clear boundaries. It is not infallible, and the mechanical nature of its design means it wears down over time. The narrow frequency window. To a dog or a bat, human hearing is limited. Our range typically spans from 20 Hz to 20,000 Hz, though it shrinks with age. We cannot hear the high-frequency echolocation clicks of a dolphin or the low-frequency infrasound of an approaching earthquake. We live in a tiny sliver of the acoustic spectrum, blind to the vast symphony of sounds happening just outside our register. The danger of trauma, noise-induced hearing loss. The delicate hair cells in the cochlea are non-regenerative. Once they are damaged or destroyed, they are gone forever. Exposure to sounds above 85 decibels, like heavy traffic or a lawnmower, can cause permanent damage over time. A single exposure to a loud explosion, 140 plus dB, can instantly snap these microscopic structures. This is a cruel limitation. The very thing that allows us to experience the joy of a live concert can irrevocably harm the organ that makes the concert possible. The inevitable march of time, presbycusis. As we age, the ear stiffens. The tiny bones lose their flexibility, and the hair cells, after a lifetime of vibration, simply wear out. High-pitched frequencies are usually the first to go, which is why older individuals often struggle to hear consonants, like S or TH, but can hear vowels clearly. It is a reminder that the ear, like a fine watch, has a finite number of ticks. The struggle with distortion. The ear is great at handling pure tones, but it is notoriously bad at handling distortion or masking. If two sounds are too close in frequency, the brain cannot separate them. This is why a person with normal hearing can still struggle to hear in a cocktail party scenario where multiple conversations overlap. The ear is a precision instrument, but precision requires clarity, a luxury the natural world rarely provides. A call to care. So what is the takeaway? The human ear is a bridge between the external world and our internal consciousness. It allows us to connect, to be warned, and to be moved. However, because of its limitations, we must act as its guardians. It is easy to take hearing for granted because the process is so instantaneous and subconscious. Yet, the truth is that hearing loss is one of the most prevalent chronic conditions globally, and it is largely preventable. Protect your ears. Turn down the volume on your headphones. Wear earplugs at concerts. Give your ears quiet time to recover after exposure to loud environments. These small habits are the price of admission for preserving the miracle. In the end, the ear is a testament to our place in the universe. Sophisticated enough to appreciate a symphony, yet fragile enough to be silenced by a drumbeat. Listen carefully, listen safely, and never stop being amazed at the silent, invisible orchestra playing inside your head. Don't forget to sign up to our mailing list, follow our social channels, and open your mind at Be Awake, Aware, Alive.com.
Thanks for listening to another enlightening podcast from Be Awake, Aware, Alive.com, where we question everything.